Did she or didn't she? Beyonce setting the record straight on whether or not she lip-synced the Star-Spangled Banner at the presidential inauguration. Wall Street Journal's John Jurgensen joins us now on the set to explain what's going on here. We've talked about this before.
Yes, we have.
And now she's setting the record straight. What's she say?
Well, it sounds like people were half right on the lip sync question. It probably comes down to your definition of lip syncing.
Why don't we listen to her? We have her in her own words.
Well, I am a perfectionist, and one thing about me, I practice until my feet bleed, and I did not have time to rehearse with the orchestra. It was a live television show and a very, very important emotional show for me, one of my proudest moments. And due to the weather, due to the delay, due to no proper sound check, I did not feel comfortable taking a risk. It was about the president and the inauguration, and I wanted to make him and my country proud. So I decided to sing along with my pre-recorded track, which is very common in the music industry, and I'm very proud of my performance.
Okay, that was Beyonce earlier today. Actually, within the last hour,
Right.
That was Beyonce saying that. She did sing it, she just didn't sing it there.
Right. I think when people think of lip sync, they think of mouth moving, nothing coming out. In fact, that's not what happened. She was singing along, but she was singing along to a pre-recorded track. So what we were hearing on TV was not what she was singing live. However, she was physically singing, though. So there's a slight difference. It depends on what you're thinking about when you say lip sync.
Why does anyone care? I mean, it was outdoors. The acoustics are terrible. She has a lovely voice. Let's hear it in its full splendor.
Right.
She showed up. What's the problem?
And I think this is what we were talking about the last time this was discussed, is that she wants it to be perfect, and as she pointed out, she took measures to make that happening. I think people were upset about the idea of authenticity and what they were being delivered to, or thought they were being delivered.
Well, it's not like you or me stood there with the mic with her voice coming out, is it?
Exactly.
I mean, so I guess it's authentic. Is it? I mean, we've talked about this before, but I'm going to say it again. Is it unreasonable to expect someone to go out there with terrible acoustics, because it's outdoors and acoustics are frequently awful outdoors, and bad weather and perhaps a lot of stress, and to do it perfectly?
Yeah, I think we place an unreasonable amount of expectations on these stars, and I mean, as she said, she's a perfectionist, so she didn't want to be flubbing anything in a big spotlight moment like that. I think it's going to be also interesting to see. I mean, as she pointed out in the press conference there, she's going to be singing live during the Super Bowl, and if anything, that's going to be more challenging. She'll be dancing, she'll be moving, and that's more along the lines of what people are used to hearing.
Well, they're used to it, but will they like it when it's not perfect? Will they say, "Oh, it wasn't up to the usual"? I mean, can she win? Can she? I mean, basically, is she damned if she does, damned if she doesn't?
Well, I think you could say that's true, but I think what's interesting about Beyonce is the way that she handled this whole controversy. She's been silent ever since the inauguration, hasn't said anything about it, and then she chose this very public, very choreographed moment to come out, sing the song, and then have her say. So it's the way that she is very careful about everything that she does and says in public, and I think that's pretty noteworthy.
Well, she's a true pro, isn't she? Ashley, thank you very much, John Jurgensen. We're going to listen to her now on the way out.
We watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night.
Well, that was Beyonce within the last hour, not lip syncing, actually singing live. How about that?